Hey guys, I'm just doing a quick review on transformations, a couple of each different kind, and I'll also show you how to do it by hand and the rules that I know some of you like to memorize for your different tasks for this week. So the first thing we're going to look at are reflections. So at the top we have the x-axis. If you forgot which one is the x-axis, let's zoom in here. Okay, this is our x-axis. This is our y-axis. So if I am flipping this over the x-axis, it means that I am flipping down. I'm going over the x-axis. Now, the basic rules for flipping over the x-axis are you keep the x coordinate and change the sign on the y if you want to actually just do the rule and then plot your points. But if you want to just do it by hand, which I like to do, I count my blocks until I get to my new location. So I start at C. I know until I hit the x-axis, I go down 2 blocks, which means I have to go 2 more to get to my new C. It's your mirror image. So C prime would be right here. B, it looks like you go down 8 blocks, so it means you have to go down 8 more to get our new B or B prime. And A, it looks like we go down 6 blocks until we hit the x-axis, and then it means we have to go down 6 more to get to my A prime. So my mirror image or my reflection over the x-axis should be this image down here. And if you were required to actually write down the new ordered pairs, you should be able to do that as well. For all of these different examples, they're all going to have the same exact starting ordered pairs, which is helpful, especially when I want to show you guys the rules. So here are the originals. So down here, my A prime, using my rule, meant that I keep the x, change the sign on the y, which is true. This is 2, this is -6, so it is right after I did the longhand way. Keep the x, change the sign on the y. Keep the x, change the sign on the y. So you should be able to do that as well. Let's take a look at the y-axis. The rule is just opposite. You change the sign on the x this time and keep the y. Because I am flipping to the left this time, I'm going over the y-axis. So if I were to count my blocks, I have 1, 2, 1, 2, until I get to my new location for A prime or my mirror image. I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And B, I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my B prime is up here. So this is my mirror image. And like I said, I start with the same original X's and Y's for every one of these to keep it simple so we can follow along, hopefully. So with the rule, it meant that we change the sign on the x and keep the y. So let's just check. -2, 6 is where the new A is. Change the sign on the x, keep the y. Change the sign on the x and keep the y. Those are my new ordered pairs. Now let's take a look at translations. Okay, we might have forgotten a little bit about what the plus and the minus mean. So if it's a plus, you think about a number line. If you're adding to the number line, you're going to the right on the number line. So if you have x plus, that means we're going to the right. If you have x minus, you're going to the left. If we have y plus, I think of going up here. So this would be up, and y minus would be going down. Now for part 2 of my video, I'll go over more of these examples just so we can hopefully get a couple of each kind, but stay tuned for part 2 in my next video.